Sukhwinder Singh, bronze medalist in the recurve archery at the Tokyo 2020 Paralympics. And Shri Avni Lekra, gold medal winner in 10-meter air rifle shooting and bronze medal in 50-meter air rifle shooting at the Tokyo 2020 Paralympic Summer Games.
Hello.
May I request everyone to please be seated.
Just tell me when I should start. Esteemed guests, parents, teachers, and my dear friends, this is Sahasrajit of grade 11.
And Danita of grade 10.
I take this moment to wish you all a pleasant afternoon.
Reach high, for stars lie hidden in your soul. Dream deep, for every dream leads the goal. Dare to dream, reach for the sky. Motivation is an indispensable first step to make students outshine in the society. As a part of our motivating steps, Shree Niketan launched an initiative called Dare to Dream, Reach for the Sky. Through this initiative, we teach our children to follow Dr. Abdul Kalam's words by daring to dream, and that caste, religion, social status, and any other such differentiating factors must not stand in their way of success. We students can scale dizzying heights against all odds to follow their dreams.
We bring eminent personalities who climbed up the ladder and who have become successful in their fields through sheer hard work and perseverance. We begin each academic year with the wise words of these eminent figures that give us a driving force to accomplish all tasks throughout the year. Thus far, we have successfully completed 15 editions of this initiative. Today is a special and memorable occasion for all of us to cherish in the years to come.
Listening is the beginning of prayer. A great song should lift your heart, warm the soul, and make you feel divine. Let us evoke God's devotion and the spirit of serenity through an invocation song.
I request the school choir to take us all to the core of divine.
கலை மகள் தாயே கலை மகள் தாயே கலை பல செழிக்க நீ அருள்வாயே நலம் பல வழங்கும் நல்லவள் நீயே நான் முகன் துணையே நாயகி நீயே அளவிட முடியா அறிவினை வழங்கும் அன்னையும் நீயே அருளின் வடிவே நயமுடன் கல்வி நாளும் வளர நாயகியே நீ நலமருள்வாயே சரணம் சரணம் சரஸ்வதி சரணம் சர்வகலாநிதி உன் தாழ் சரணம் 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 சரஸ்வதி சரணம் சாந்த ஸ்வரூபிணி தாயே சரணம் சாந்த ஸ்வரூபிணி தாயே சரணம் சாந்த ஸ்வரூபிணி தாயே சரணம்.
May I now request everyone to please be seated. Let the blessings of the Almighty be with us.
May I now request our dignitaries on stage to begin the program auspiciously by lighting the ceremonial lamp. Please, sir, ma'am. Ma'am.
We are honored to be surrounded by the people with their boundless wisdom and knowledge. May the excitement of today enthuse you. May its enchantment surround you. May I now call upon our grade 11 student, Ms. Varshini, to deliver the welcome address.
A very happy afternoon to everyone present here. We cannot be ordinary. We need to challenge ourselves and think outside the box. Let us dare to be different and get outside the box. Let us dare to dream to be winners. We all have been looking forward to this exciting day. It has been almost a year and a half to have had such a gathering. It is a memorable day for us at Shree Niketan as this is our 15th edition of the Dare to Dream Reach for the Sky initiative. In the past events of Dare to Dream, we have had prominent personalities from various fields like our late President Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, Shri Kapil Dev, former Indian cricketer, Mr. Sean Moss, founder of the International Mars Research Foundation, Shri Anandan Sivamani, famous percussionist, to inspire and motivate us with their life experiences. Today, we have quite a few eminent personalities amidst us to grace this grand occasion. On behalf of Shree Niketan Group of Schools, it gives me immense pleasure in welcoming all the honorable guests. We have with us today Thiru Rahul Swami, Chief Administrator, Paralympic Committee of India. Shri Sharat Kumar, bronze medalist in high jump at the Tokyo 2020 Paralympic Summer Games. Shri Harvinder Singh, bronze medalist in the recurve archery at the Tokyo 2020 Paralympic Summer Games. And Shri Avani Lekura, gold medal winner in 10-meter air rifle shooting and bronze medal winner in 50-meter air rifle shooting at the Tokyo 2020 Paralympic Summer Games. We welcome you, sir and ma'am. Shri Sharat Kumar hails from Muzaffarpur, Bihar. His international debut was at 2010 Asian Games. He got qualified for the 2012 London Paralympics with a jump measure of 1.64 meter. He was ranked world's number 1 after clearing the bar of 1.75 meter at the 2012 Malaysian Open Para Athletics Championships. In the championship, he jumped a measure of 1.80 meter, setting a new Asian Para Games record after 12 years, becoming the world's number 1 in T42 category of high jump. He bagged a silver medal at the 2017 World Para Athletics Championships in the men's high jump T42 category with a jump of 1.84 meter. At the 2018 Asian Para Games, jumping a measure of 1.90 meter, he acquired another gold medal. Shri Sharat Kumar had an astonishing performance throughout the Tokyo Paralympics 2020, clinching bronze for our country with a jump of 1.83 meter in the final representation at the Paralympics in men's high jump T42 category. Sir, all your paramount achievements stand as an inspiring motivation to us, and we feel elated to have you amongst us today. And we extend a hearty welcome to you, sir. Shri Avani Lekura hails from Jaipur, Rajasthan. She is a professional rifle shooter. She began her professional shooting career in 2014. She has won the gold medal at the National Shooting Championships in 2015 and 2016. She has participated in the 2018 Asian Para Games. Shri Avani Lekura is the first woman from India to win a Paralympics gold medal. Shri Avani Lekura bagged a gold medal in 10-meter air rifle standing and a bronze medal in 50-meter air rifle standing at the Tokyo 2020 Paralympic Summer Games. In the 10-meter air rifle shooting, she scored 249.6 points, tying the world record and setting a new Paralympics record. Ma'am, you are an inspiration to every young woman in this country, and we deem it a great privilege and pleasure to have you here with us today. A warm welcome to you, ma'am. Shri Harvinder Singh hails from Kaital, Haryana. He is a professional para archer. He made his international debut in 2017 at the World Archery Para Championships, Beijing. His medal haul at the international arena commenced with a gold medal at the Asian Para Games in Thailand and a bronze medal at 2020 Tokyo Paralympics. He holds the record of being the first ever Indian archer to win a medal in the Paralympics. Sir, your phenomenal sporting feats are sure to inspire the younger generation, and we deem it an honor and feel elated to have you with us today. A hearty welcome to you, sir. A friendly and lovable welcome to all the students and the teaching staff. Once again, I extend a warm welcome to one and all present here. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Varshini. I now request our respected Headmaster Secondary to felicitate our esteemed guest, Thiru Rahul Swami, Chief Administrator, Paralympics Committee of India. Thank you, sir. May I now request our respected Director, ma'am, to felicitate our esteemed guest, Shri Avani Lekara, as a token of love. Thank you, ma'am. May I now request our respected Principal, ma'am, Shree Niketan Patasala, Mannivakkam, to felicitate our esteemed guest, Shri Sharad Kumar. Thank you, ma'am.
May I now request our respected Principal Ma'am, Shree Niketan Patasala, Venkampakam, to felicitate our esteemed Chief Guest, Shri Harvinder Singh. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
I would now like to invite our respected guest, Mr. Harvinder Singh, to please address the gathering.
First of all, thank you so much, all the management of the schools, because we are present here to attract all the students and all the teaching staff of the school. It was my pleasure to be there and to interact with all you guys, because you students are just trying to educate yourself, your teachers. They are just making their best for your futures, and many among of you, many of doctors, engineers and sportsmen also. I always request wherever I am going to adopt sports also as a career, because everyone, our society, in our society, there are a mindset of parents and every family that their students should be a doctor or engineer or IT professionals, but you can also adopt sports as a career. For example, I'm also a student as well as sports person, and we're doing these both things parallel. I am enjoying my studying and also my sports and winning medal for my country. It's really proud for me to represent India and winning medals for my country. So you can use sports not only as a career but also to fit yourself, because in today's daily tension life you can see everyone knows health is wealth. So I think if you are doing, you are you have one horse in your daily life for sports, for ground, then you can be able to easily able to physically fit, because if you are physically fit, then you have all the wealth of the world. So I always requesting everywhere that to adopt sports or grounds and be touch with grounds in your daily lives, and to making these two things parallel. I would like to share a thing that when we were made to Prime Minister Modi, he said me that, Harvinder, how do you manage to do these parallel things to these sports and you are studying, pursuing PhD? Then I always said that these doing these two things just make you busy in your daily life. You don't have other attractions, other or free times to go anywhere for other things. You just busy in your study whenever you got time. You have two sessions from of your ground in the evening and in the morning, and rest of the time you are just going to studying to fulfill your academics. So these are the things, and as became a researcher, this my habit of my research, that is really helpful for me to cure my game, my practicing, because this research habit, I always try to use this research on my sports, on my game, because whenever I just try to find a reason that why don't my this arrow not going to be bullseyes, and what type of efforts I have to make it for the things. And these are the things that really helps me to be a bronze medalist in Tokyo Paralympics, because this medal is the first ever medal in archery in either in Olympics or Paralympics. So I am just enjoying my success, and to it's really proud for me to represent India at international arena from many years. And I hope I will do manage these two things, and by next year will complete my academics, and of course sports will continue for a few years. So wish you very all the best to all the students of the school. Really happy to be there to interact with you, and thank you so much all the management, teachers, and staff of the school to be there, because we are here since 22nd. We are reached here in Chennai, and we have got lot of love and affections from Tamil Nadus, and Chennai, and of course the schools. Thank you so much for this love and affection. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your wonderful words, sir. May I now call upon Satyam of grade 10 to interact with Mr. Harvinder Singh and ask his questions.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
So, how did you feel when you won a medal for our country in archery? नमस्ते महोदय, आपको कैसा महसूस हुआ था जब आपने हमारे देश के लिए कर्षण्य पदक जीता था तब?
Yeah, actually, I have to take just a few hours to realize that how important this medal is. Because after winning that medal, after 10 minutes, Prime Minister of India, he called me and congrats me for my winning for the country. Then many of the calls I have received from India, they said that, Harvinder, you don't know what you have done for our country. And I think my happiness, for this medal, for my country, that is increasing day by day whenever days are passing. When I came to India, I have received a lot of love at airport. Then we have 4 days felicitation program in Delhi. Then go to my district, and then go to my institutions. So the love wherever we have gone, and we received a lot of love and affections from everybody. That makes us more happy, and the happiness of for winning this medal is increasing day by day.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you for answering our question, sir.
I now request our honorable guest, Mr. Sharat Kumar, to please speak a few words.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much for having us here. Of course, this has been a long stay for us in Chennai, and we've been going to different places and speaking the same thing, and now the most difficult part is to copy what I've said in the previous school too. See, I'll talk about sports in the questionnaire sessions, but here I would want to share more of the things that I, as a person who was studying when I was your age in school, because these are the privileges I never had when someone with some good achievements or something came up to us and started sharing their journeys or the problems they must have faced in their times. See, I went to a boarding school in Darjeeling, And my parents sent me to a boarding school right before because they realized that the school would provide me with better facilities than that of them at home. They didn't have all the uh, things that they could provide for me, and they wanted, like any other parents, they wanted their kids also to do well. So the only way they felt this could be done is to provide me with the opportunity of many options so that I could choose after trial of most of them. We expect that in anything we go, we are supposed to click in it and perform the best in it. It is not that. You know, a hockey coach of Indian team in 2012, Michael Nobbs, he was a person who actually started becoming a hockey coach at the age of 45. Before that, he was a computer engineer. So what we always go for in life is not necessarily where we are actually destined to live there only. We might have to take different opportunities, different paths which might not be right, we think, or comfortable for us, but yet we should give it an option, because at the end you'll tend to like it only after you've experienced most of it. So yeah, when I was in Darjeeling, of course staying far away from parents at the age of I think 5, I was put to play group boarding, and then I studied till class 10. Even my parents forgot that there was holidays for us. So I used to spend most of the time in boarding. But one benefit part was that my school provided us the opportunity to be in the ground as the same as in the classroom. We were evaluated on both of them. If we failed any of them, we were sent back home. So yeah, I think this was an important aspect where we were given the self-personality development. And in this due course of time, someone tells me now, how do you plan to do high jump, and why did you have a focus or a vision to win a Paralympic medal? No, we don't plan anything at a young age. It is just that we start doing certain things and it just comes into us with time, and we just carry on doing. And if we start loving it, then we have an end result to it. Because we are not very matured at a certain age where we say that, I want to be a this and this or so and so position. Because we are humans, we are not God. We have to go through a particular manner. So yeah, when I was given the opportunity of playing sports and education together, then I had my brother. So in a book, I read quite of them. So in a book, Matthew Syed writes that sibling rivalries is the one way to attain the best of results. I'm sure you must have agreed, who have brothers and sisters. You realize that when you try to compete with each other, that's when you progress more. So my brother was a high jumper himself. So I used to be like, we used to go back home and mom and dad used to get medals and certificates from him. I had nothing with me. I used to have a storybook which I used to win for a spellwell competition. So this got into me that, I need to go back home and try to prove them that, I can do sports too. Because initially what happens when you're physically challenged, people think that your scope of life has narrowed, become very small, that it is only your education that will give you a good life. But that is what we have to prove the people wrong, that it is not just education. There are other things like we Paralympic athletes, we are trying to prove. See, we are using the Paralympic Forum to send an awareness that we are all differently abled, but we are surely in a position to do more than what the world expects out of us. Yeah, so the sibling rivalry was something which I got into, and then further ahead, I broke all the records which my brother made for the districts though. And this is the good times of things in school, but there were the bad times too, and I want to share with you guys because I'm sure a lot of students are going through the same story and the phases. It is bullying. I really want all of you, whoever at an early stage are going through this, to nip it at the bud, because I have faced it, and the consequences did not just end in school. The reaction of it came after I left school, even now, where I get nightmares when I'm sleeping. So this is what I'm trying to tell you is, the bullying can be from a stronger person, a group of person, even from your teachers. Don't feel that if you take it on and it will finish by your level of schooling when it's done. No. Try to take it to your high authorities. Let them know how serious this is. just not bullying, even sexual harassment, since you're a co-ed school, you will be going through a lot of things like this. I want you guys to take up all your strength to be and tell it and inform your seniors about it, maybe your teachers, and let them know that this is happening, so that the later consequences which I'm suffering, you shouldn't suffer the same. And like coming to Paralympics as a medal, as a sports for us, of course, we all want to do well in sports. Of course, because for us physically challenged people, it is more like a therapy. We are using this as a recreational sessions. And in due course, what we are also doing is we are getting the privilege, that's the icing on the cake, to represent the country and win medals for our country. So that's the icing on the cake. But believe me, all the para athletes we are not trying to win medals for country first. We are trying to do it for our health. We are trying to do it for our mental awareness. And that is the first thing. With this, we are getting the medals because we are putting it into a very strict discipline. And that's how we are getting it. Most of us athletes miss out on their schooling and the colleges because they are always training and trying to perform somewhere. But I tell you, my best moments of life was in the school, in my highest school, my university, because what happened there was, that's the only friends that in school which I made still exist in my life. Because later on, there will be people who will come and go, but the friends you will have in school will always be the one that will remain with you. All right. And so I think the sports section of the thing, we'll go on a question and answers and we'll have a better discussion on it. But as a person who passed out of school, who knew the troubled types of life I had, I just wanted to share this mostly because the other two athletes will be sharing on sports too. But I wanted to put forward this important message to you guys, that please take these things seriously. It's not just sports or studies. Mental health is very, very important. If you feel in any kind of stress and if you feel that there is something bothering you, please try and get in touch with your teachers. And I'm glad that the Paralympic medal has given me this opportunity to come on a stage like this and put forward my words, that I can spread the awareness of what we are going as a student at a certain age. And I wish this gives you the strength to all of you guys to come out and speak on this. Thank you for having me here. And yeah, thank you.
Thank you for your motivating words, sir. The student who would like to interact with Mr. Sharat Kumar is Miss Sadika. May you come forward now.
Happy afternoon. Happy afternoon, sir.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can Happy afternoon, sir. I'm Sadika. It is a delight to have the opportunity to speak to someone as great as you. Sir, while everyone's speaking about your success and inspiration, I would like to ask about your failures and rejections.
Yeah, this is an important question. The thing is, see, even Michael Jordan says that, everybody sees my success, but nobody's seen the 10,000 times I have missed the shots to the post, right? The failures is the part that actually makes us more stronger. In my life particularly, I don't know, I feel like the new normal is happiness. But I'm a person who likes to have something more to life. Maybe I take the hardship to be something different happening in my life. And failure is something which most of us have to go through. That's only when you realize how beautiful the success can be. All right. And there is no good story if there is no failure or hardship. Because everything that's been easily provided, you'll be like, okay, all right, you'll not even respect it at a certain point of time. But only after you work too hard and against whatever the environment has been against you, and you've still managed to go thorough through it, that's when you realize what success comes, or what is success. And hardship, of course, we athletes, we Paralympic athletes, and because, see, athletics is not easy, for sure. You have to go through a lot of different things in your body too. See, especially we are people who are physically challenged, who have deformed bodies. We are defining a lot of
physical aspect, biological aspect, because we are doing something which the body is not even permitted to do. See, for example, me, I have literally changed the whole structure of my body. My right side is really very positive, and the left side is just being half of it. And yet, what we're doing, we are going thorough. Most of the doctors even tell us that you Paralympic athletes, yes, we salute what you're doing, but it is against the system of the body. You're doing certain things that will be causing more severe issues in the future. But we are all willing to take that on because we love the sports so much. We love the game so much. And of course, see, even in your class when you're studying, for sure, you realize that you might be having difficult subject or difficult competitions happening, or your rivals are there. Of course, you will not get an easy cakewalk, right? You'll have to compete. And only then when you be able to beat them, when you worked harder. And with hardship, of course, that is the most important part, I feel. That we have to fail to only be successful, for sure.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for answering the question, sir.
I now request our esteemed guest, Ms. Avani Lekara, to please address the gathering.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for having me here. It feels so good to be present among you all. And, a couple of weeks back, I went to my own school, KV3, and there were also students like you there, and they were, cheering for me. And that's when I remember the days where I started shooting. When I started shooting, I was in ninth standard, and every one of you, I didn't know, I was confused. What will I do with my life? I didn't know what is going to be the future because being a wheelchair bodied person, you think that there are lack of opportunities for us, and in some places you can't go. That's how I was thinking, and then my father introduced me to shooting. I went to the shooting range in my summer vacations, and I just started it as a hobby. And when I went to there for the first day, it was like, I couldn't even hold the rifle properly because because of my lack of balance, and I'm paralyzed below my waist, so I couldn't move my legs. I didn't have any um, sensations below my waist, so it was hard for me at that time. And I literally thought that, why am I even trying this? Because it is like, you don't, at that time I haven't seen anyone doing rifle shooting on a wheelchair. So then I shot some shots and those shots were in the black circle. And the coach said, then, you can try shooting. And then I started doing it. And after a couple of months, I got a chance to represent my school in the regional games. And they've put my name because they wanted, somebody said them that I tried rifle and you should put her name in it. And I was very scared because I didn't know how everyone's going to, look at me, because I was competing with the able-bodied athletes, and I didn't know that if I didn't win the medal, if I didn't perform well, what will everybody think of me? But then I just, just said that let's do it, let's get it over with. And I played my first match, and I won a gold in that match, competing with the able-bodied athletes. And from there, I started thinking about shooting. I thought of competing it professionally, and I played in nationals. I played in, open nationals, state matches. But there was still this thing, because in rifle shooting you don't get, I didn't have that much physical strength, so I couldn't hold the rifle properly, and I had to set my rifle according to my body, because normal bodied athlete, they stand and shoot. So I was sitting, I had to get the equipments, and all of these things were there. But my parents have supported me a lot throughout, and then school was the first place where I started shooting. So it will always be, special for me. And I believe that whatever teachings we get in the school is what help us shape our lives. And there are a lot of things, like there's this quote which I think we all have learned in school, that where there's a will, there's a way. And I believe that if you feel that, no matter what life throws at you, if you don't give up and if you believe in your dreams, they will definitely do come true someday. Like when I went to the Paralympic Games, I was very nervous, because at the end of the day, I'm a 19-year-old going out there, and I was the youngest in the shooting contingent. I didn't know. A lot of people didn't have that expectations from me, and that is the thing. When you are an underdog, people don't feel that you can do something, and then when you go out there and perform your best, that's where the real fun comes. And on my first day, I was seventh in my qualifications. I didn't know how to do it. I was like, top 8 athletes got to the finals. I was already seventh. I didn't know if I will be able to win a medal or not, but I just thought that just go out there and give your best. And if I can just concentrate on my process rather than thinking about the goals or winning a medal, I can do anything. And then when I went there, I just thought about my process, and the medal came. So it was so amazing representing the country, singing hearing the national anthem and everything. And that's when I knew that, if I hadn't got the courage at that time, and if I didn't took one step and go out there and tried it in shooting, I wouldn't be here. India wouldn't have won a gold medal in Paralympic shooting. So it is because when you go out there, and when you take the first step, it is definitely, that is what requires. Just go out there, do what you love, not because, if don't do it to prove someone else, just do it because you love to do it, and anything is possible. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your inspiring words, ma'am. I would now like to call Ms. Manasa of Grade 8 SNPV to interact with Ms. Avani Lekara and proceed with her questions.
Good morning, I'm Manasa of Good morning, I'm Manasa of Grade 8. A small step for women, a great leap for womankind. Your fiat in the field of rifle shooting has been great indeed. Did you face any gender bias? What is that you would like to advise the young girls who would strive to achieve in the field of rifle shooting?
Fortunately, like I said, my parents have been so supportive throughout my journey, and they have never, I have never felt that they have not treated me equally to my brother. And I believe that if each parent, treat their child the same, I don't think that any girl can't win a medal, and or anything they can't achieve in this, world. And I just said the story in the other school that I play 4 events, and 2 of them are of women category and 2 of them are of mixed category, in which men and women both compete together. And in Paralympics 2020, both the golds were won by the women in the competition, and they have made the world records there. And I feel that, competing as a woman, yeah, there are some some things which you face, like you can't, parents think that we can't send our, girl alone for the competition. They've always want to tag along, and that's why they sometimes, don't feel like sending their girls out. But I feel that, any sport, it's very important to do sports, like these two said that, it is very important for your mental and physical strength. And I feel not women but men, both of them should, try sport for their mental and physical health being. And also, if you make your girl to go out there and play in sport, it brings more confidence to the girl herself. And like me, when I was not shooting, I was very introvert. I didn't know how to talk much. After accident, I was like in my shell, and shooting brought me out of my shell. It gave me a lot of confidence. I am traveling all over the world because of shooting, and I'm going out there representing my nation. And that's what the power it gave me. And that's what, the thing which you love to do, and you put your hard work through it, no matter if you are a boy or girl, it gives you that confidence that is required for every human being, I feel. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
The wise words of our guests have kindled a spark in us. Thank you once again, sir, ma'am, for having answered the questions patiently and motivating us.
Gratitude is the healthiest of all human emotions.
The more you express gratitude for what you have, the more likely you will have even more to express gratitude for.
I now call upon our grade 9 student, Ms. Joshika, to render the word of thanks.
Happy afternoon to one and all present here. When a new day begins, we Shree Niketanites dare to smile gratefully, and we dare to dream and strive to reach our goals. And when there is darkness, we dare to be the first to shine the light. I consider it is a great privilege for me for proposing the vote of thanks on this eventful occasion. On behalf of the students, staff, and the management of Shree Niketan Group of Schools, I wish to extend a sincere thanks to our honorable guest, Shri Sharad Kumar, bronze medalist in high jump at the Tokyo 2020 Paralympics Summer Games. Sir, your presence has graced this occasion. I am glad to express my sincere thanks to our honorable guest, Shri Avni Lekara, gold medalist in 10-meter air rifle and bronze medalist at 50-meter air rifle shooting at the Tokyo 2020 Paralympics Summer Games. Ma'am, thank you for your gracious presence. A special word of thanks to our honorable guest, Shri Harvinder Singh, bronze medalist in the recurve archery at the Tokyo 2020 Paralympics Summer Games. Sir, thank you for gracing our shows with your presence. I thank Thiru Rahul Swami, Chief Administrator, Paralympic Committee of India, for his gracious presence. Thank you, sir. A thankful note for the organizing team for their undying efforts in making this program a huge success. With a high sense of gratitude, I offer my thanks to the Almighty who has showered His grace and blessings on all of us today, making this 15th edition of Dare to Dream Reach for the Sky initiative a memorable one. Once again, thank you one and all.
May I request everyone to rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत वाक्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाता जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे